What is going on, everyone? A little early on here. Figured I'd pop on real quick and let it kind of sit and let people get notified that we're live right now. Back for another Mondays with Mike. Welcome back. We'll just let a couple people join in and go from there. All right. Another hot one today in the shop. And busy end of month here in July. So let's see who joins. For all of you that are tuning in, new or catching this later, we come here every 2 weeks on the Monday, basically to talk Honda news, what's going on in the industry, what's going on with Axion, new products, answer your questions about things you should modify next, or something's wrong with your car, what could it possibly be? Even though internet mechanic is always difficult to do, we can at least give you some ideas. I started this channel basically just to reach out more to customers, people that wanted to get involved with Axion and be part of the community more and understand more the backgrounds and to the company, to the industry. So that's kind of why we do it. So just in my home office here, and you can see the Funkos all in the back. This is obviously not the Axion offices, even though I probably should actually move these there. It would probably be a little bit more fun on a weekly basis. But yeah, if you have a question, shoot it in the comments and talk between each other. There's a lot of people that come in here every week to chat between each other and get involved. So yeah, we'll just wait for a couple more people and then I can start going off some of the new things. New parts coming out this week. New parts came out last week. Tariff news, new parts added on the website, different stuff. So first of all, we added the Mazda MX-5 to our lineup. We're slowly going to keep adding cars every week and slowly adding to the ones that are on the website of parts that are available so we can keep growing. We've been getting a lot of Toyota stuff this week, which, or last week anyways, I should say, which has been very, very cool. And hopefully I've caught wind of a couple people with Subarus that saw me comment and didn't know that we even sold Subaru parts. So yeah, a lot of stuff and really cool. Some new parts we added this week for the Subaru community, some Kelford cams. This is for the newer WRXs. We haven't yet started working on the older WRXs. But we will get there. There's just so much content to add for these cars. It's insane. For Honda and Acura, basically, we've added AST coilovers for the Type R guys. Really great coilovers. Extremely expensive, but trying to up our list of companies that we sell, which is, a lot of work every day hunting through and trying to add and figure out what we don't have on the website. So like I said, every time, if you guys don't see something on the website, just email us. We can add it if we can get it. And that way we can work with you, and getting you the parts you need for your build. The other new part that came out last week, I did a video on it the other day through the weekend. If you've checked it out, it is the PRL matte carbon fiber inlet pipe, and it's available for several cars. It's the 11th gen Civic and SI, the Integra 1.5. Also, they brought out the 10th generation Civic and SI inlet pipe in matte. The cool thing about these two is if you already have the titanium one, you can actually buy just the carbon pipe alone. So you don't have to buy the entire kit. It's $250. And yeah, and then you could switch between both and see what you like. And there are people that do buy the titanium ones because they use them. Some companies will buy them so they can do the heat treatment so they turn purple. So you may find someone buying it online, so you can almost get it close to free, I guess. Um, and then we added some brakes for the third gen Acura RDX. So adding some more stuff to those. We're going through a lot of the Honda stuff, just trying to fill in bits and pieces of what could be missing on the site. But the new part that's coming out this week, which is super exciting, it drops on the 31st, and it is the new RV6 front mount intercooler for the FL5 and DE5 Integra. Really, really nice quality piece from RV6. You've got your billet end tanks, and it's a little larger than the PRL one, which is nice. So good for those guys that are making upwards of 550, 600 that need a little bit bigger core. But yeah, I'm trying to do too much of this stuff because nobody's really on here right now. I've seen a couple people kind of come on and off. But yeah, if you join in and want to get involved, just leave a comment real quick and we can get through some stuff. We do have a lot of open box stuff on the website. And those are basically things that were returned by customers that are brand new in box, but they have to be opened and inspected by us. And there's some really good deals. I keep adding stuff every week. Obviously, there's stuff that's returned all the time here. Yeah, I don't understand why people would want to take a 30% restocking fee, but people change their mind all the time on what parts they want for their builds, or they sell their car. So there's that. But yeah, there's some really good stuff in there. A couple things sold this week, so we're going to be taking them off the site. But yeah, Skunk 2 manifold, FL5 radiator. They're for some of the newer cars, so don't worry about it. Let's see, what else are we doing? Our Axion Industries downpipes. What's going on with them? Well, we're getting ready to ship our 2-liter ones here soon. They are not sold out yet on this batch, so if you want to pre-order, you can get one in. Pricing most likely will be going up the end of this year. And I also have the 1.5 ones directly behind those with like a week to two after. So a lot of stuff getting done. On the website, if you're looking for like maybe what's been added that's new that came out, you can check out our top weekly added products that we add. Just go on to the main page. It's up at the top. There's also a newsletter from the garage, which will give you all the updates based off of what I've talked about in here. New things coming out, different ideas of stuff going on, behind the scenes that nobody would know in the industry, stuff like that. Probably one of the biggest things that's happened last week is K-Tune have suspended all of their shipments to the US. They are no longer shipping anything to the US. So we've deleted every single K-Tune part off our website. They're hoping to have it back up within 2 to 3 weeks. They have to fill out a bunch of paperwork now because of the tariff situation. And it has to get signed off first before they can, I guess, drop ship parts to the US. Interesting. But is what it is. But yeah, the other thing is, if you guys have bought a part recently, this is a cool way to make money. Because I always get asked, like, bro, can I get a discount? Give me a discount. The easiest way to do this is buy a part, leave a product review. You get $5 credit to your account. And then you can also get one of your friends to buy something. They reference your name, and you get credit for the part that they also ordered. That way you're getting money into your account. And, the more people you just keep putting the name out there, on your Facebook, Instagram, tag parts, tag links from our website, you can have these people end up ordering and then making you money. So it's basically like a sales position, basically. The only thing is you've just got to get people to fill out all this paperwork, which isn't much. It's just so we know that these are all legit and that people aren't maybe getting your sale or vice versa. So a good way to make money. And that runs till August 31st, the product reviews and getting the credit. So you've only got about a month left. So if you order 10 parts in your cart, and you leave a review for each part, you're getting $50 credit. So it's pretty cool. And like I said, the Axion Industries, Axion Army referrals, it's at the top link. You just go in there and basically fill out the information from one of your friends that ordered, and it's basically going to be free cash into your account. Basically, it'll sit on there when you go to checkout. Say the product is 500 and you have 100 in credit, it'll just charge you for 400. So really cool way. All right, guys, nobody's chatting tonight. I don't think anyone wants to join in. This is pretty crazy. We usually come here every 2 weeks and chat. I'm actually going to be, for one of the next ones, I'll be in Arizona. So, oh, cool. I already ate. But yeah, we're going there, visit Hasport, visit a couple other companies, doing some things. Visiting some of the fab work going on with our 11th gen Civic. So a lot coming on. I decided to fly out there. Haven't been out for a little bit, and see family too at the same time. So I won't be on the next Mondays with Mike, but I'll let you guys know the next one ahead of time of when we're going to actually be on and do this. And that way, hopefully more people can join in. But yeah, like I said, make sure to go check out the videos we posted. The new inlet pipes are really sick from Purell. Another great product from them. And worth checking out. I've sold a lot of them already. We've got plenty in stock, though. So I can't think of really... Downpipes are the hardest thing to get right now. That's pretty much the only thing that anyone's going to wait on. Everything else we pretty much have. Some exhaust, hit or miss, depending on the car, can be sold out. But yeah, pretty much everything is moving smoothly, I guess you could say. HPS still out of a lot of stuff. And PLM, I'm out of downpipes, obviously, but downpipes are pretty much the main thing that's not selling, you know. Well, that's always a good thing. Yep. Trying to ship out fast. I had a guy order today at like 4 o'clock and already had tracking for all like 15 of his items within 1 hour. So, I mean, obviously it depends on the time of day, but we've got a lot of stuff we get out. I have a guy that he just can't believe he's getting parts from us faster than even getting it from Amazon. So we're doing something good, I think. But anyways, if you have a comment, leave it. I'll answer your question on here. You know, I only stay on for as long as there's actually people on here chatting back and forth. So there's not really anyone on here. You know, we're probably going to get off pretty soon. At least Free Clowns joined us tonight. Sweet, another order. Yeah, guys, I just wanted to thank you all, by the way, for the amount of orders we've been getting. This month is just completely insane. And really, really appreciate everyone supporting us and the work we do and the customer service we give. Really, really appreciate, you know, people not choosing to go with these companies that just throw advertisements out left and right, you know, and are just kind of like the known people to shop within the industry. But you're choosing more of the shops that just specialize in certain things, and it's always a good thing. All right, guys. Well, I don't think I'm going to stay on too much longer, actually. Probably end up getting off. But like I said, if you missed anything on what I went over, look through, just watch The 14 minutes is pretty much recapped of what's going on, tariff-wise, sales, new parts, everything going on. And yeah, we'll be back in probably a couple of weeks. Stay tuned for some new pictures of our 11th gen coming up. We've got some really crazy things going on with it. I don't want to talk about it too much, but it's going to be hands down the craziest 11th gen in the world, period. I don't even care what anyone does to their car. When you guys see what we have planned, it's just going to blow your minds, period. But yeah, unless anyone's got a quick question, I'll stay on, but you guys have a good week. And if you need parts, like I said, look up the website, talk to us, shoot us an email, a question, anything. I'll get back to you. All right. We'll see you. I can. Most are universal. It depends on for what car, honestly. So you can just message us. I'll let you know what we have. Usually APR is one of the companies we sell a lot of carbon stuff for. Yeah, I'd have to check. Seabond, I can get Seabond, but my history with them in shipping has not been the greatest, so we pulled all their parts. I'd love to sell their stuff, but unless they've gotten better at packing, like everything shows up damaged and then they never cover it and then we're out thousands. So that's why I pretty much took all the Seabond stuff off. You basically have to, when you get the part, you need to tell them within like 2 hours if that thing's damaged. And if you don't, then you're not going to win the claim. And then we end up getting a credit card claim. And yeah. So that's why I kind of steered away from the carbon fiber stuff in some regards. It was just too much of a liability, especially like the hoods and that. They always end up damaged. Hey, man, thanks. Thanks, dude. Laters. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you all. And we'll be back in a few weeks. I'll post up about it like earlier in the day so everyone can know we're going to be on. And hopefully I have some good videos coming up. I'm struggling for some content here. Obviously, our cars are still on the West Coast, so only so much I can post with our own cars. But new products coming out, like I said, this week for the Type R, and there's some other good stuff coming down the road. So hopefully we'll have more content to share and go over with you guys. All right, till next time.